Top notch family, what is going on? So, in today's video, we are going to be talking about the Orlando Magic. We're going to be doing an updated offseason preview after they acquired Desmond Bane in a blockbuster trade. We're going to be breaking it all down. We'll be talking about what's the next steps. Can they compete in the Eastern Conference? Can they win it all and all that good stuff? But if you guys enjoy NBA content, we do upload every single day. Our goal this year is to upload for 365 days, and I couldn't do it without you guys. So I just want to say I appreciate y'all. I love y'all. Continue to keep liking, sharing, and subscribing, and let's get back in today's video. So if you guys didn't know, there was a blockbuster trade that occurred early this morning. It was involving the Orlando Magic and the Memphis Grizzlies. So it says the Magic get Desmond Bane, and that's it. And the Memphis Grizzlies get Cole Anthony, Kentavious Caldwell-Pope, 4 first-round picks, including the 16th pick in the 2025 draft, an unprotected 2026, 2028, and 2030, and they also receive a 2029 first-round pick swap. Now, the reason why the Orlando Magic did this trade is because after last postseason, well, this most recent postseason against the Boston Celtics, they were in every single game. They lost the series, but you kind of felt confident going forward with this young Orlando Magic team. They also dealt with a lot of injuries throughout the year, and the fact that, they got the toughest matchup in the first round against the defending champs and competed, said a lot. If Paolo Banchero never got hurt or Franz never got hurt, and they didn't even have Suggs in the series, they probably wouldn't been a top 4, top 5, and everything could have been different. But it looks like their owner knows this team's going to compete. They know that the Eastern Conference is wide open, especially after that Jason Tatum injury, and the Celtics are probably going to ship off a lot of players. They're going all in. Was it a lot to give up 4 first-round picks for Desmond Bane? I believe so. I think that's a lot. When you look at certain trades like a Luka trade, he's only getting 1 first-round pick. Then you see, players like Mikal and Rudy going for 5. Like, the NBA never makes sense to me. But I do like the aggressiveness, and hopefully it does, pull off, and it does work for the Orlando Magic. Their projected starting lineup, which I'm going to show on the screen so you guys can see visually, honestly doesn't look too bad. Obviously, we got to see how it works. But they're going to be rolling out there with a healthy Jalen Suggs at the 1, a Desmond Bane at the 2, a Franz at the 3, Apollo at the 4, and Wendell Carter at the 5. Now, personally, in my opinion, I feel like they need to find a better center. Nothing against Wendell Carter Jr., but if they can improve that center position, this team would be amazing. Also, one thing about this trade, they're still good defensively. They are. It's not like they lost a key player in that. KCP was washed last year. Offensively, defensively, he wasn't really that good. Let's be for real. Orlando Magic, their calling card is defense, but obviously they want to get a little bit more offensive players in because that's how you win in the day and age, right? You need to score, but you also need to play defense. So they kind of got a balance of it. So they didn't really lose defense. They lost KCP and Cole Anthony. Not really the greatest defenders. And also, you could afford to lose Cole Anthony because you already have Anthony Black. You already have other guards on this roster that can kind of replace him. See what I'm saying? Yes, they gave up the 16th pick, but they still got the 25th, and they still got the 46th, and they still got the 57. So they still got 3 picks in this class. They fell all the way down 9 picks because they had the 16th, 25. They could still find a valuable player at the 25th pick. You see what I'm saying? So I understand what this Magic team's doing. Now, depth is always the important part. That's a very, very important part, of course. So when you look at their reserves and their roster, Anthony Black, which they drafted, he's going to have a bigger role. He is. You ship off Cole Anthony Black's going to have a bigger role. These are non-guaranteed, though, as you see. But Corey Joseph, Gary Harris, Jet Howard, Caleb Houston, Tristan Da Silva, Jonathan Isaac, Goga, and Mo Wagner. Mo Wagner is coming off injury, which he's a very, very important piece for this Orlando Magic team. So that's a great backup pick. You still got Goga. They still have options to make moves because having Goga, who had a nice season last year, but Mo Wagner and then Wendell Carter Jr., I don't see them keeping all 3 centers on the team because they're all talented enough to play valuable minutes. You see what I'm saying? Then also Jonathan Isaac has been thrown around in some trades. You can afford to trade Isaac because you got Tristan Da Silva and Caleb Houston. those two players can step up and take his role. Now, defensively, we all know how great Isaac is, got the long wingspan. And then obviously you still got Jet Howard. This is going to be a good team. I will say they are now a second apron team, right? They're at their projected salary is about 205. So they're going to be around that second apron team, but I don't think they really care about that. I don't. And then you can see their free agents. So yeah, this makes sense. So Gary Harris is a free agent. Caleb Houston is a free agent, but I can expect them bringing them back. Maybe not Corey Joseph, maybe not Mac McClung. Mo Wagner, they're going to bring back. That's what I'm saying. Like when you look at Goga, Mo Wagner, and Carter, like Mo Wagner was great. He was great when he was playing. So I can see them bring him back. And then Trevlin Queen. So this is a very, very solid core. Now, when we do look at Desmond Bane's numbers, which I'm going to pop up on the screen so you guys can see what I'm talking about. I'm still kind of shocked about Bane getting traded. I'm going to be making a Memphis Grizzlies video after this. But these Desmond Bane's his numbers were down from the year prior from 19.2 to 23.7. Like that is a big difference, of course. He played more games, of course, 69. Shooting about 39%, 6 rebounds, 5.3 assists, and 1.2 steal. And then obviously he averaged 23.7, so 24 points a game, 46% from the field, 38% from the three-point line, 4 rebounds, and 5 assists. Now, when we look at Desmond Bane's postseason, they weren't the greatest, but then again, he played one of the best defensive team in the league, and everybody struggled against OKC. But his numbers did drop to 15.3, 6.8 rebounds, 3.3 assists. His shooting was horrendous, 22% from the field and 31.7% from the field. So these are the numbers that he put up. 9, 19, 10, and 23. Once again, bad field goal percentage throughout the series, but everybody played bad. So I'm not even going to really judge Desmond Bane on this. Now, Desmond Bane is still fairly young. He's only 26 years old. And so when we look at this young core for the Orlando Magic, which is going to pop up on the screen so you guys can see, obviously Paolo Banchero is 22 years old. Perfect. Franz Wagner. How old is Franz Wagner? So Franz Wagner is 23. So you got Paulo 22, 23. You got Suggs 24. So you got 22, 23, 24. Now you got Bane, who's 26. That's the perfect core that you want to keep around. Now, if they have faith in Wendell Carter Jr., of course, 26 years old. So your core is nowhere near touching 30. You still have a very, very young core. Very. You got players on long-term deals, right? Obviously, these two players are traded, but Paulo Banchero, he's going to get paid if he didn't already get paid. I could be totally wrong, right? If they keep Wendell Carter, he's on to 2028, 2029. Suggs is locked up to 2029, 2030. So this team's going to be completely fine. I'm definitely looking forward to it. Look at Franz, $51 million, 29, 20, 30. So they're locking their key guys up. Add valuable role players to this team. This team's going to be competing no matter what. I mean, just the year before this, they were what? That 4 or 5 seed? When they're a healthy team, they're going to be around that. And with injuries, it's going to be a different team. I'm telling you guys, I'm looking forward to see how this works. Suggs, Bane, Franz, Paulo, Carter. I think they need to improve the center position a little bit. I think they need to trade some of their, young pieces on the roster just to get a little bit more depth. So, some veteran players. I think this team's going to be fine. But let me know what you guys think. Continue to keep liking, sharing, subscribing. Appreciate y'all. Love y'all. And I'm out.